Well, hello, friends. Welcome to the Ladybird browser update for February 2025. It has been a beautiful month in the project, a bit short, but pretty good. We've got some nice things done, and I want to tell you about some of them. But the first thing we do is always to thank our sponsors. So as you know, Ladybird is funded entirely by companies and individuals who care about the open web. And this month, I am very happy to share that Shopify has renewed their platinum sponsorship for 2025. They were our very first major sponsor, and it is an honor to have them continue backing us. Also this month, the Proton Lifetime Account Charity Fundraiser raised over $1 million, and they have decided to share 50,000 of that with us as a donation. So half of that comes from the generous Proton community, and the other half is a matching donation from Proton VPN. We are very, very happy to have them as our sponsors as well. So very, very cool. Let's take a look at February 2025. So the first thing is always numbers. In terms of raw contributions, we had 281 pull requests merged from 35 contributors, which is around what we saw last month. So pace remains roughly the same, which is good. And in web platform tests, we are passing 9,836 new tests for a total of 1.773 million. And this is a little bit fewer new passes than previous months. And what's happening here is that we have taken care of all the low-hanging fruits at this point, and it's unlikely that we're going to get these big batches of like 40,000 new passes, 50,000 new passes, because now there's a lot of small tests where we have to do a bunch of work to get relatively few points. And that's okay. We're still going to do the work, but the numbers are going to get a little smaller from here on. Still, 9,836 new tests passing is still very, very good. And if we look in context, this is where all the browsers were 1 month ago, the top 6 engines that we look at and track. And this is where we are today. So if we toggle back and forth, you can see that there's a pretty small improvement. We are improving a little bit more than everybody else, but still, it's pretty small. And I like to do one of these without all the text encoding tests as well, because they kind of bloat up the score with over 1.1 million points. So here it is without text encoding, 1 month ago and today, 1 month ago and today. So you can see that we are improving, working our way towards catching up to the top 3 engines. And Safari is also getting closer to Firefox, which is very nice to see. It's nice to see that others are caring about web platform tests as well. So if we zoom out here just for fun and take a look at this is web platform tests since we started tracking it, which was in August of 2024. We are the red line here. The colors don't match up with the previous slide. Sorry about that. But as you can see, the red line has been on a quest here, a little bit unlike the other lines, which are not going as aggressively on web platform tests, I suppose. And it's just lovely to look at this and to know that every little upwards movement is somebody working on this and like fixing tests and improving our engine, making it more spec compliant. And when you look at this day to day, it might seem like it's not moving, but when you zoom out like this, it's really cool to see. I love it. The green dashed line here, by the way, that is just above the red line. That is Apple's 90% threshold for being eligible as a alternative browser engine on iOS. So it's one of many criteria that they have for that. But if we ever want to be on iOS, we need to get to that green dashed line. So that is our next logical target before we have to try to catch up to the major engines above that. All right. So something I worked on this month was a flash of unstyled content. This is an ancient web phenomenon. I think the term was coined back in like 2001. And it refers to this thing where you're loading a web page and it shows up unstyled at first. So you see it sort of without CSS, right? And what we do now, as of this month, is that we delay rendering until style sheets in link elements have actually loaded. And this is not a heuristic that we've invented or copied from other browsers. This is in the spec. So it's called render blocking in the spec. And we now implement much of that spec behavior. And to give you an idea of what that looks like, here is what our GitHub repository looked like a month ago when you were loading it. First, it would look like this for a moment, and then like this when we have some CSS, and then finally like this, right? And with these new changes and the render blocking implementation, we just go from nothing to this state, which is obviously much more visually pleasant. So that's Flash style content. Another thing that we've continued working on pretty hard is OpenSSL adoption. So this month we replaced our homegrown crypto. We continue replacing homegrown crypto with OpenSSL. So there's a list here of algorithms that we replaced, and we're getting really close to replacing all of our homegrown crypto with OpenSSL, which is fantastic because our own homemade crypto that we inherited from Serenity OS was slow, probably correct, but we're not sure. Certainly unproven security-wise. And moving on to a battle-tested implementation like OpenSSL is just feels like a very wholesome thing to do. So I'm really, really happy that we are getting close to completely being rid of our own homemade crypto. And it's also really cool that we get to lean on some of the major open source libraries out there, like OpenSSL. And speaking of open source libraries, we are also leaning on curl. So we already moved most of our networking on top of curl, but one of the holdouts was WebSockets. And this month, we are also now building our WebSocket API on top of curl WebSockets, which is great. I think there might be some little pieces of networking and socket stuff in the browser still not using curl, but just like OpenSSL, we are here moving towards using curl for all networking, which would be really, really fantastic. And I'm not sure, but I think we might be the only browser building entirely on top of curl, which would be really cool. If that's something that we can say, I don't know. Curl is a Swedish technology, just like myself, I suppose. Okay, so we also added a bunch of CSS features this month. We have these new pseudo classes, and we also added CSS squigglies. So like these text decorations that make a red or green squiggly for spelling errors or grammar errors. Very, very kind of unusual to see them on the web, but when we need them, they are now there. So that's cool. And we added the inert attribute, which you can use to sort of knock an element out and make it non-interactive, non-focusable, non-findable. And I'm told that that's useful for modals and things like that, where you just want to essentially like disable an element. And I think it works on any element. So interesting new attribute. And this one's pretty cool. So we have begun implementing support for the Firefox DevTools protocol. And this means that you'll be able to use the Firefox debugger and inspector and all those developer tools and connect them to Ladybird. And what this does, it gives us access to very sophisticated debugging tools for web content much faster than if we build those tools ourselves. And we obviously want to build developer tools ourselves as well, but this is tremendously useful and valuable to us in debugging the engine and trying to figure out why web content doesn't work correctly. Using the web tools, dev tools from Firefox just accelerates our ability to debug stuff. And this month we've started on this work, and we support some basic inspector stuff, a little bit of layout, DOM inspection, and JavaScript console. I'll show you in a moment what that looks like. Okay, so let's do a little demo of the browser. All right, so let's bring up Ladybird and take a look at our website, because the first thing we do whenever we have new sponsors is we visit our sponsors. So this month, Shopify rejoins at the platinum level. This is their website. I've certainly spent a lot of time working on Shopify.com and Ladybird before, although the site has changed a bunch since then, and actually it's pretty laggy when scrolling. I bet some JavaScript shenanigans probably. Oh, and here's some WebGL we definitely need to look at, because I bet this is supposed to have texture and color. It doesn't. But the site loads, got layout issues, lag issues, WebGL. Bunch of work to do still. Very, very exciting. And we also have Proton VPN and the Proton Foundation sponsoring us via their fundraiser. Let's actually go and find the blog post for their fundraiser. That would be Proton fundraiser. This was the one, right? And this is how much they raised. So we were in the 2024 lifetime account fundraiser, and they raised over $1 million. And we are one of the projects that they donated the money to, with a matching donation from Proton VPN. So very, very cool. These websites look pretty okay. Actually, the button here doesn't feel quite right. Shadow's probably not supposed to be up to the left like that. Menu here is a bit messy, but scrolling is nice and responsive. Probably just needs a little bit of debugging. Shoutouts to Brave Search as well for working pretty well in Ladybird. All right, so let's take a look at fangamer.com. So this is a Shopify web store. We have been working on getting the full e-commerce loop working in Ladybird, so that we can create stores and sell stuff and buy stuff, and the whole thing we want to work in Ladybird. And being able to buy stuff is getting close to working, but they're having some issues. So let me see how far along we are right now. If I try to buy a Vessel hoodie here, because it looks pretty sick, and so far so good. Now, normally it crashes here, but will it work today? Looks like it hung. Okay, well, I guess we're not buying a hoodie today. Maybe next time. Still, we have been making good progress on the Shopify stores and finding and fixing tons of engine bugs thanks to this work, which is great. And then I also wanted to show you some chatbots. So ChatGPT has seen some improvement. Let's see. Let me go ahead and close my chat history there, and I will ask it to write a short poem about my wife. Let's see what it says. This is taking a while. Might not be so short. All right. So as you can see, the text doesn't appear immediately instead of streaming in. So that's something that we still need to fix. I think there's like layout issues, some API issues, and just performance as well that we need to work on for this work. But it does eventually show up, looking good. It's a beautiful poem. I'll be sure to take a screenshot of that for her. And then why don't we try Grok as well? So they recently put out a new version of that, or Grok 3, and we got that working in Ladybird as well. Although same issue here, no sort of text streaming. Write a short poem about cute cats. Yeah, as you can see, just appears eventually. Still pretty cool. So I mentioned the Firefox DevTools support. So let me show you what that looks like. If you go to About Debugging in Firefox, and then you're supposed to be able to connect to a remote instance of a browser. So we just have to say DevTools, and then I will run at port 3000. And then I have it pre-configured here, so I'm just going to connect to localhost 3000. And why don't we try, I don't know, Wikipedia? Okay, so let's see. All right, so we can see here that we have one tab open. It's at Wikipedia. We'll inspect that, bring up the inspector, and we are using the Firefox inspector to look at the DOM in Ladybird. Pretty cool, I think. And you can also use the JavaScript console here. So document, element, node name, whatever. This is talking over TCP with the DevTools protocol in Ladybird. And we don't yet have the JavaScript debugger, but this is something that we're expanding. And yeah, it's going to give us access to these awesome developer tools that will make it so much faster to debug issues in Ladybird, JavaScript, layout engine, stuff like that, until we have our own fully fleshed out DevTools. All right. Now, before we go, I want to say thank you to everybody who contributed code to the project in February. This here is a list of everybody who committed something to the Git repo in Feb. And it is awesome to see so many people helping out with the project. And we're always welcoming new developers. So if you're interested in working on this with us, do join the Discord. Come hang out. I promise you there's something that you can work on if you are a programmer. Even if you've never worked on a browser before, so many people learn browser development in Ladybird. That could be you as well. So come to Discord, hang out. And also thank you for watching this video, for keeping up to date with the project. Thank you to all our sponsors, people who donate, people who work on the code, people who hype us up on social media and things. We are having a lot of fun building this, and we are going as fast and as hard as we can, aiming for the alpha release in 2026. And as far as I know, we are on track and feeling good about it. So future is bright. Yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for checking it out. See you next month.
I really like Linux. I love customizing my stuff and full control over everything I use, using open source software, and of course, the moral superiority that comes with using Linux. But I didn't start using it for any of those reasons. You see, I started using Ubuntu a year or two ago because I despise having to work on Windows. Constant distractions, lack of customization, and kind of slow sometimes. I also much prefer the Linux kernel/file system. I know that WSL exists, but it's just not enough for me. Anyways, after a few months of using Ubuntu, I realized how much more productive I was, and so I decided to push that productivity to the max. I started messing around with KDE, which eventually led me to try i3. i3 led me to try a few other tools, and down the rabbit hole I went. A few months later, I swapped to Arch Linux and started. But before we get started, the software that I mentioned in this video is more related to customization than it is productivity, and that's fully intentional. I, as a person, am much happier using software that helps me be productive and that looks good. And finally, as usual, this is not a tutorial video. I'll show you everything I use and why I use it, but I'm not going to walk you through the setup of every single tool. But if you'd like me to, please leave a comment and let me know. Okay, let's start with the really important stuff. Firstly, a display manager. This is kind of just your lock screen in a way. Oh, and by the way, I can't really record this with OBS, so enjoy this real life recording. Because we're going for maximum productivity, we're going with an incredibly minimalistic, speedy, and Vim binding supporting display manager called LY. It does literally nothing but log you in, which is perfect for our use case. As mentioned, it supports Vim bindings, and you can also optionally use one or two effects. Matrix text, which looks like this, or the Doomfire effect, which looks like this. However, I don't personally use these because my brain literally cannot handle this happening on 3 different monitors. Next, your window manager. There are a lot of equally valid options for this, but I went with i3. It's simple, it does exactly what it needs to do and nothing more, and it runs on X11. That might be a downside for some, but I generally prefer older tooling that works with almost any program you throw at it. That is compared to Wayland, which the last time I tried it struggled to let me screen share on Discord. Next, a compositor. I spent a lot of time thinking about whether or not to include a compositor in this video, but it's really not necessary for pure productivity. However, as I previously mentioned, not everything has to be specifically about productivity, and this is certainly a case where that idea applies. Now, there aren't that many options for X11, but if you did choose to go the Wayland route, there are a lot of options, like 20 or more, according to the Arch Linux wiki. With that being said, we're going with Pcom. Pcom is awesome. It has very nice documentation, and most of the time it just works. It also supports all of the fancy things you might want from a compositor: transparency, shadows, fading, and most importantly, animations. Next, a notification daemon. You might ask why I'm putting this in the important stuff section. There's one very good reason for that. Electron, a cross-platform JavaScript framework that a lot of your favorite applications are built on, Discord, Spotify, VS Code, Figma, and more, implodes when it doesn't have something to send notifications to. So in other words, Electron-based apps, like the ones that I just mentioned, instantly crash the moment a notification is sent if there's no notification daemon installed. And don't think that it won't. I promise you, it will find a way to send some irrelevant notification. With all that being said, we're going with Dunst. It's extremely customizable and very easy to set up, which is why it deserves a spot in this video. Okay, on to less important stuff. This is the section for stuff that I would recommend, but is totally not necessary. First up is a terminal emulator. We'll go with it here. It's extremely fast, allows for rendering of images in the terminal, multiple tabs, sessions, and a bunch of other customizable features that are generally effective at making you more productive. Next, some sort of screenshot tool would be really useful. As is the common trend in this video, there are a lot of different options here. However, I chose to go with a tool called Flameshot for 2 specific reasons. Firstly, it's simple, yet it allows you to do a lot with your screenshots. And secondly, using Flameshot means that I don't have to use anything from Node. But again, there are a lot of different options. Next, a file browser. I briefly mentioned this in my previous video about my note taking setup with NeoVim, but I'll cover it again here. I primarily use Ncube as my file browser because it's super fast, supports Vimotions, and is super lightweight. No, really, it's like 3 megabytes in total. However, I use the Lunar file browser from XFCE anytime I need HEY, like when I'm editing videos. Ncube sadly doesn't allow you to drag and drop files. Next is a blue light filter. The past 2 pieces of software that I mentioned may be a little bit off topic, as in not directly related to productivity, but a blue light filter will usually help you sleep better, which directly impacts your productivity. It means that you don't have to be flashbang every time you open up a tab that is in dark mode at 10 o'clock at night. For instance, I'm writing this in Google Docs at the moment and only being mildly flashbang because of my blue light filter. Anyways, on a Linux machine running X11, the best option for a blue light filter is a program called Redshift. As with most other things in this video, it's pretty customizable, which is, awesome. This next one might be a bit obvious, but I felt like it's worth noting. A simple and effective web browser is really important to productivity, and that's why I like to introduce Opera GX. No, I'm joking, please don't leave. In all seriousness, just use Firefox. It's simple and it works. I should note that I have run into one problem with it in the past. Videos in AP Classroom won't play correctly on Firefox. The only browser that works is Chrome, but that's AP Classroom. So thanks to the nonprofit College Board for making a super accessible website. And finally, if you're going to be coding, you should probably decide on your editor. I've worked out for NeoVim, but it's really up to you. VS Code, Vim, Emacs, Sublime Text, Visual Studio, IntelliJ, and the list goes on. And for our final little category, customization. I should warn you that this section may be a little bit less focused on productivity, and it might turn into a yap session about how I customize my system. Starting off with fonts. This may be surprising to you, but I found that using the right font helps me focus and write faster, whether I'm writing code or a script for my next video. I use a hack font for my terminal and JetBrains Mono for the rest of my system. Also, when I'm not forced to write in Times New Roman, I use the font Proxima Nova at 11 point normal weight. Next up, wallpapers. As I said, we're getting off topic here. There are a bunch of wallpapers in my .files, but there's also a bunch of other places to find wallpapers online. You can check out the Arch Linux Discord server or somewhere like r/Unix I don't want this video taken down. And don't forget to use Google Image Search to search by images. One thing that would actually kind of help in terms of productivity is being able to switch and view all of your wallpapers without having to use a silly GUI. For this, we're going to use Fe. It's dead simple. Just type Fe, background scale, name. You can even add this to your i3 config if you like. And one more thing to mention in the name of customization, a simple GTK theme manager. There's a lot of software that uses GTK, so being able to easily swap themes, nice. I just use LX Appearance. Again, it's simple and it does exactly what it needs to do. Okay, and finally, one other thing to mention before we wrap up. You may have heard of the phrase system maintenance, and if you're running a distro like Arch, you definitely should have heard of this phrase. All it really means is to take care of your stuff. For this, I use a script that I stole from this guy. Again, to be completely clear, this is not my code. I just put it in a script and gave credit to the guy who actually wrote it. I run this once every month, then restart my system to make sure everything is still running properly. You can find this script in my .files. That being said, this is definitely the bare minimum. Consider thinking about what else about changes that I want to make to my read through it and make sure you understand all of this configuration is a waste of time, and perhaps in Mac instead. May my corporate overlords have mercy on me.
This is crazy. Got a trainer because we're ass. We're ass. Come on, man. What about you? Nice to meet you, brother. What's up, man? Yes, sir. No, because he's a cameraman, but he's playing in front of me. He said he tried.
You came to see the best in the world.
Yeah, I'm from Marty for the money. Yeah,
you came to see the best in the world, man. So my nephew Yaya behind the scenes. Shout out to Yaya. I just drove an hour from doing. I got a legend deal. Shout out to Legend. Then my partner for years. You guys, I heard y'all been hooping, but you got to tighten up a little bit.
Yeah, we were tired. You feel me? We mess with that. Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is for your fans, so you'll know. It's our first session. So we're gonna look at different things, but then we're gonna build him to it so he can be ready because he got a game like tomorrow or Sunday. So we don't want to burn him up, but we want to get some work in. So we'll start with barking in the package. Corey gonna put y'all through.
I did this in high school.
That's all right.
Crossover front. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We're have behind the back. I used to do this daily, bro.
But I work with all types of hoopers. Yeah. And so the one thing about basketball is it has no limits. Yeah. So you can be a hooper at 24, you can be a creator hooper. Like just because we work with NBA guys don't mean you can't work with everybody. And so hooping is good for cardio, it's good because we like a game of basketball, right? And so that's why, so what y'all saying is you go back to some basic stuff when you was younger, trying to hoop. But that's what we do. So yes, sir. Good. Yes, sir. Good. Stay with it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, last one.
Now the reason why you lose those is because your balance is looking. So y'all understand that? Y'all leaning forward, trying to sit back and put all your weight on your hips.
Yeah.
Okay? So now we're moving forward, add double to the legs.
Good hand. Good hand. It's going to lose the rock. 1, 2, 3. You're going to rock. So here's the thing. You're one of the best players in the world. The reason why you show up to the gym is to practice. So practice is learning how to take failure from here to there. Your eyes and everything look there, and it's free. You freeze. I'm coming right down the floor. Pop, pop, I'm out. So it's boom, boom. It's quick. Ready, go. See it? See it? 2. Look up. Right. Right. So you're getting what a real NBA workout should like. You should feel like that. Yeah. Okay, but we're not trying to kill you. So, so I'm gonna go between behind, ready, quick, move down. Damn, come on.
Everybody come here.
Good. Now right hand finish. Ready, right hand. All right, good. Now watch out the punch on. There's Uber Jackson got good flow to it too. Up and under right hand. You gotta turn, ready? Take that. Take it off. There it is. Perfect. So we're gonna work on what we call kill dribbles. On the kill dribbles, this is something that Kyrie does. Amazing, bro. So we're gonna 1, 2, kill, and then we're gonna change lanes. Because I'm gonna take Corey here. Now I'm gonna do here, and I'm gonna do left hand, left foot. So I gotta go take that dribble. The second dribble is a kill, which is a read dribble. Attack. Second dribble. There it is. Got one. Yep. Good finish. So what? Here, take the inside hand. Yeah. Don't take the inside hand, and I'm gonna take it over the top, and then you're gonna go inside hand. Okay. So we're gonna you go right hand inside. Turn. Inside. There it is. Inside roll. There you go. Nice. Good. Inside. There you go. And this is probably where you guys are struggling when you're seeing gaps. So Corey's gonna be there, I'm gonna be there, and when I'm attacking Corey here, I want to pick it up and protect it and run through with the football. All right, ready? Great. Where we think? You gonna finish with either hand? Whichever one you want. All right, get that. So you see, you shouldn't got this. So when you get it, tuck it. No, tuck it here. Yeah, because it's true. Pause.
I said pause.
There you go. Now you have to score because when y'all hooping in the league, most people just read. They don't take charge of that. So if you can just run through, you'll increase your scoring because really you're open right now. If I put my body here, now you gotta kick that. Yeah, ready? Here we go. There it is. The roll. Perfect. We're gonna put you to the LeBron. LeBron is really ready and he can jump off that one leg. As you're attacking, here, you want to attack, get your shoulders, everything to lean, and now we gotta go that one foot. Spin. Yeah. But you want to look and everything. As I'm going at you, I gotta be here, and once I get you there, my footwork takes me to get back off that left back. Yep, you're attacking, spin move. There it is. Got it. One. There it is. Yeah. There it is. Nice. Oh, that's it. So now we're gonna get the extension part of a layup as a float. Yeah. So as we build it, so your audience, they knowing what a real NBA workout looks like. We build from ball handling, we get finishes in, but we got all types of finishes.
I'm dropping that shoulder. So I can get that up.
Yep.
You see that?
Now push through. Right there. There it is. Let's go, bro. The Corey made the float. I don't know if everyone comes back. Corey made the float. There it is. There you go. That show you how hard quotas are, but at the same time, when he's there, when really you gotta push it all the way up. And there you go. Yeah, just go on the side. Yeah, lead. First up.
Yeah, bro. You gotta like. You supposed to have your floater come over.
No, you gotta hit the right.
That's the one making up. Nah, it should be. That's called trust. I know I'm like. I like it. 25.
Got it. We get that too. Okay, so the third level from a floater is your pull-up jumper. So on the pull-up jumper, we're gonna put you through our point guard series because you guys are point guards, right? So point guard series is about footwork, it's about balance, and it's about getting to your spot. So I want to be able to work across. We'll start with our left hand here, and we're gonna work straight across this imaginary line here. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, step. Right foot knee. Watch my hips. Corey, start to do the drill. Lift my hips. Lift my feet. Boom. Everything goes start right there. Ready. There it is. That's 2. That's 3. Good. What do you want? 1, 2, guys, a lot of times you guys watch something great, you see Steph Curry do that. Yeah. So he won't go here, got guarded and just start working the line. So if I move this line, he's gone. If you shift, you shift. So it's really learning how to move your body. So start here with the line, side step, start your hand. Yep. 1, 2, 3, side step. There you go. Hey guys, as I'm working, 1, 2, step. Down, back here. Get up 4. Got it 4. Drag and drop. Good. 4. That's 1. That's 1. Oh yeah, stop with the left. Because it's 2 different footwork, so we work on this. Yes, because if you get going, watch this, I'm gonna come here and see this. If Corey's tight when I'm driving and he's working to stop me, because if not, I just go by. Yeah. So imagine us working our footwork like we just went right, left. Yeah. Now watch what I do with my shoulder. This was just my Tyrese, right? Tyrese, watch this. Now, look where he's at. Yeah. I got him off balance because I'm on balance. I use shoulder, I use chuck, and now that's where the hezzy open up.
There you go.
There you go. That's true. 1, 2, nice.
There we go. Come back.
Drop.
Woo! Hey, Corey.
Now you're going to make defense on me. He might go live. That's the problem. When you think about an NBA guy, think about how hard he is a guard in an open space. When we're teaching this for months, years, like the build, and the guys that don't want to get better, the ones that do want to get better. No, that's invert. You step this way, like that. Ready? Invert. Yep, that's it. That's it. But your footwork, you went this line. I'm going to stay in. Almost, that's pretty good. Stay in. There you go. You get your space on that. Nice. Bump it. 3. There it is. Watch how he low his toes. If you let your toes, when you're stepping back, you let it hit the heels, Yep, look where my body's going. Back. So as he's going, go Corey. And I'm here. Going. No, that's invert. That low, right there. You gotta load your toes. Yeah. And that way, that's where you stop. Because now you sit in the gym and I'm low and I'm here. Boom. And I'm with my feet. Look, see, I'm a launching pad to the rim. If your heels touch the ground, even if you're target, it's going to Get up, get up. There it is. Oh,
Shit, Corey. How you making one way?
oh.
Go activate. You're playing live now.
There it is. Come on. Good. So everybody think about drills. If y'all notice, Corey's out guarding. I'm a guard. So when I'm here with Corey, and I'm dropping him, I can keep that drop. Yeah. He can't stop. Yeah. I can stop when I'm ready. Yeah. So I might take another dribble to get him down here. And now I'm going down here. Now I'm here. I get a chance to set, shot. So making the shot is easy if you know how to create separation. You know. Last up. Second first drop. Yep. Attack. There it is. Come on. One. Yep. Yep. And you invert. You're taking.
Oh, he guard. He activated.
He won. Ooh, yes, so now, I'm doing it. No, because now let me tell you. When people wondering like, how is this guy so good at developing players? Our main job is to get it to where it's live. But sometimes people need development, like your jump shot. I can get a jump shot. We may need to rep jump shots. We need to rep pickups. It's like these details. Then all of a sudden you start to put it together. You become the best player. That's how I can take a guy like you and we, and you might become the best hooper in the city as a creator. But you have to work for it. It ain't. Yep.
Oh, that's one. That's one.
Now you got it. So now, imagine stopping on your invert. Yeah. Because your body has to stop either. If an invert stop or an I-step stop, it's going to be one of those stops unless you get in a 2-foot package, which is a whole other package. So now what we want to do as we finish what we've done, we build from ball handling, we get finishing, we get floaters, we attach our ball handling to it, and we got the footwork off the jump shots. And you guys are rolling. The last part is we're going to put them up against an NBA trainer, Corey. So now we're going to play ones, Corey, you play offense. So we're going to see if they can beat an NBA trainer that's training the best players in the country. Corey's one of the best young trainers in the world. And so we're going to see if y'all can beat him. And it's one-on-one though. Every cutthroat, top of the key, we playing 5 seconds, shot clock. Any dribbles you want. If you got 5 on the shot clock, can you get it here? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3.
Oh, shoot.
5, 4, 1. 3, 2, 1. Figure them out already. You can't go left.
I can't go left.
No, you didn't go left. You should 5, 4, 3.
Oh, this is what we want to see right here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good hand. Good hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's going to lay up, dog. Come on, bro. We just shot the inside there. 5, 4, 3. Oh, wow. Where am I 6-2? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No,
I'm next to shots. Don't move out here.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Shot.
1.
He's looking crazy. I play defense 95% of the day.
I need to warm up. Y'all understand he's already on 4 work after yoga. Now, how much more warm up do you
Bro,
need?
the ball, I haven't seen the ball go to the hoop.
You know what I'm saying?
Ball hasn't went to the hoop. That's good. That's good.
5, 4, 3. That's a bucket. 1. 5, 4. Oh, that's a bucket. Oh, bucket. 5, 4, 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 0. And that's that one. There you go.
Oh,
He got something on you. No, he's not getting that. No. 5, 4, 3. Shot. 1.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead like that, dude.
I know you're not. Hey, two.
No, don't be so
Take the dribble out.
That's a good call. I call over.
Crazy. You gotta understand. I need to go left. Oh, shit, Corey.
Volleyball. Volleyball. No time, like 4, 3. Let's go. They got 3, 4, 3, 0. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on.
It's not down. Wait, timing.
4, 3, 1. 4, 3, 1. 4, 3, 1. 5, 4, 3. Shot. Oh, sorry. Woo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, right out. 4, right out. 4, 1. No, that's right. Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2. Get down. Get down. Oh, shit. Yeah, hell yeah. 4, 4, 5, 4. Oh, good shot. Go down here. Oh, yeah, 4. 4, 4. Here we go. Oh, you back there? Not going back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shot. 0. That. Play the ball. Play the head. 5, 4. Oh, 1-0. Need his last point. 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, Corey, okay.
You got
You got verified.
You don't get free throw. Let me get him, yeah.
Doug, you got my face for it? Come on, man. I'm from Lake City, Texas. Represent the city.
How does that work? It's good, bro. It's great. I appreciate y'all. You good, bro?
Yeah, actually, right back. Can I get a picture off Chris Johnson?
Wait, there's my boy, yeah. Listen,
Yes, yes, my boy.
if they ain't done so yet, man, make sure you go hit that bell over there and turn your notifications on. And make sure you follow and subscribe, my man. Check us out.
2 years ago, I sat down at my PC, opened up Unity, and created a new project. It wasn't the first time I'd done this. In fact, I've lost track of how many projects I left unfinished over the last years. But like every time, I was convinced that this time I was actually going to finish it. I had the idea for this project for a while already. Crafting and exploration were always my two favorite parts in games. I never really enjoyed games that make you follow a strict pre-planned path. And after having created countless little endless runners and unfinished mega projects, I wanted to try making my own little crafting and exploration game. I wanted to keep the scope of the game small and simple, which worked great as you can see, since the past teach me how important it is to stay realistic with a project. Nonetheless, I sat down and started planning a bit before getting to work. There were some aspects I wanted to have settled before starting the game's development. The genre was pretty clear from the start. The crafting part was going to be pretty straightforward. You gather resources throughout the world and can process and craft them into new ones, or build structures with them that allow further processing and crafting. But the exploration was where I expected things to get tricky. You see, normally when it comes to exploration in video games, it's always associated with huge AAA title worlds that are filled to the rim with detail and content. But as a solo developer developing the game in my free time, I don't have the resources for that. I wanted the game to be a pixel art game, but I also wanted the world to have a 3D feel to be more immersive. My first idea was making the
I think I could have been in the army. God, what's he doing? What's he doing? Tailing us. Keep driving. Where are the others? What have you done with them? You're concerned in that. You're worrying about yourself. I don't know if you figured it out yet, but this don't end well for you. What do you mean? Hey, I think you might have hit him hard on the head. What I mean is your stinking pathetic ass is about to come to a stinking pathetic end. Enough yet, punk? Speak up, we can't hear you. You...
He's here!
Batman, it has not escaped my notice that you have failed to arrive at my challenge in Chinatown. Hurry along, detective. I like to avoid winning by default whenever possible. Well, Dark Knight. Eager for more? It's humbling, isn't it? The opportunity to even glimpse my greatness, the dawning realization of just how insignificant, how unworthy of note you really are. These trials are my masterpieces, Detective. When I have defeated you, they will become monuments to my genius, testaments to your stupidity. Crowds of school children will pack themselves in this elevator, eager to see for themselves the place where the Dark Knight was defeated. They won't understand a thing, of course, but they'll come. A trial so elegantly simple that even you should manage a feeble grasp of the premise. You must provide power to this board, Detective. You know, Dark Knight, on balance, I don't think you're going to figure this out. That's it, Batman. Keep rubbing those two brain cells together and you just might produce a spark. Oh dear, Dark Knight. You don't stand a remote chance of solving this one. This isn't just a test of intelligence, Dark Knight. It's a test of skill. You flipped the car? Perhaps I am in need of a more worthy nemesis.
The remote Batmobile controls.
You're upside down? Oh, Dark Knight. I presumed a base level of competency when designing these trials. Level of competency. You're upside down? Oh, Dark Knight. I presumed a base level of competency when designing these trials. Well done, Detective. Your true calling as a third-rate circus stuntman becomes clearer by the day. Congratulations, Dark Knight. You've earned the right to play the next part of the puzzle. Head over to the board.
Oh, joy. Time to play the Will My Head Explode game again.
Can you trust him, Catwoman? Can you trust?
You better be right, Batman. Head still attached? Great. Collar still attached? Not so great.
Congratulations! You've achieved the very minor victory of not being as stupid as you look. Not stupid as you look. Now, Catwoman, celebrate your survival by telling Batman all about the exciting orphanage development. Celebrate the orphanage development.
No, you do it.
Now, Kitty. Kitty.
Why, Batman, there's a big mysterious green door.
Yes, there is. Come back to the orphanage, Batman, and I'll let the pair of you through it. Well done, Dark Knight. You should, I hope, be beginning to comprehend the breadth of the tasks ahead of you, the sheer scale of the gauntlet I have thrown down. Or perhaps not. Perhaps you're feeling cocky. Perhaps these early victories have filled you with false hope. Well then, ride that wave of smug satisfaction all the way back to the orphanage. I'm waiting. Orphanage.
Arkham Knight? Huh. He was in Arkham City, and I never heard of him. Scarecrow.
Welcome back to the Riddletorium. Do not fear. Your friend has not been harmed.
Not been.
Before I allow you to see her, however, riddle me this. Riddle me this. What kind of question can only be asked upon reflection? Good luck.
Good luck.
Close, but it's not quite on the dot. Dot. Almost there, Batman. But you haven't quite made my mark. Well, it seems you have earned the right to see your friend. Why, she'll be as surprised as I am that you've made it this far.
Oh, good. You're back. Eddie wouldn't show me whatever deranged parlor game he's got waiting behind that door until you arrived.
I'll get you out of here.
I'm sorry, do I seem testy? It's probably something to do with the gorgeous necklace Eddie picked out for me. Have you seen it? It explodes.
Oh, I do hope you two are getting along. Because you'll need to work together if you want to find the key hidden in here. Find the key.
Well, this looks creepy. Someone's been reading Feng Shui for serial killers. Oh, great. Extra trapped. As if the collar wasn't enough.
Oh, Batman, Catwoman, neither of you is getting out of there without the other's help.
Oh, look. It's more of Eddie's homemade friends.
Your mockery is pointless, Cat. I don't have any friends at all. You simply won't solve this one unless you can see things from each other's point of view. Point of view. Well, there we go. It's settled. You're not quite as dumb as each other. Congratulations, Batman. Catwoman, you're lagging behind. You're lagging behind. Oh, Dark Knight. I can barely describe to you what a pleasure it is to see your brow furrow over the simplest of conundrums. I do apologize for not creating a riddle that you can merely pound into submission.
Bring it down!
Why don't you take out your primitive frustrations on my automated assistant?
Try it, Bob.
Well then, it seems you've earned another key.
This is going to take all night, isn't it? Well, that was fun. At least I got to hit something.
How are you holding up?
I'm fine. I don't need your concern. Just your help getting this thing off.
I wouldn't celebrate just yet, you two. Dark Knight, my next challenge can be found beneath Elliott Memorial Hospital. Conveniently located for when you pass out due to mental exhaustion.
Mental exhaustion.
Hey, Bats. When did... Catwoman gets so cute? Must have been when I started looking out of your eyes, hmm? Ask her out or what? Oh, you're not still torn up about Talia al Ghul, are you? Come on, it's been months. Even the worms that ate her corpse have probably forgotten about it by now. You're really gonna turn down this fine opportunity for romance just because I blew your last girlfriend's lungs out? Take a tip from your wingman, Brucey. The ladies hate it when you brood over the ex you failed to save.
So does the Knight have more jobs lined up for us after tonight? It's like Batman's the only thing.
I need to find the commander and destroy his controller to shut this checkpoint down.
So Batman's not actually...
I should find the commander's controller and shut this checkpoint down. I need to find the commander and destroy his controller to shut this checkpoint down. Taken out one of the militia's APCs. I need the driver picked up and taken back to GCPD.
I'll get someone on it, Batman. this cloudburst thing? Maybe it's time to get out of town. The hell is that thing? It's a bat. Turn around. Go, go!
The preliminaries are done with, Dark Knight. I hope. You understand that? Oh, had I so wished, you'd have failed before you had even begun to comprehend the very first hurdle. But no, no, no. I wanted you to know the full extent of my brilliance, you understand? To fully appreciate my superiority. But now, well, I'm not going easy on you anymore. Another racetrack, detective, but please, do not let its unique peculiarities crush your spirit. Well, shall we begin? No, Dark Knight, you are not losing what little grip you had on reality. You've merely entered a brave new world of my design. That ceiling applies 300 dead bats of pressure, Detective. I invented the measurement myself. Careful, Dark Knight. That car has some value, even if you don't. Onward, Batman! Or does the Dark Knight require a pit stop? Very good, Dark Knight! Again! Careful now, Batman. You didn't go to all the trouble of painting that thing just the right shade of black in order to scuff it. Is it a car? Is it a tank? Who cares? Soon it'll be scrap. That's it. I'm cranking it up. 500 dead bats of pressure. The wheels on that thing might actually be as thick as your skull. Feeling claustrophobic, Detective? Get ready for the final lap. What a fitting in for you, Detective. A stain on my floor. You'll be crushed, flattened, pulverized. Any second now. No, Batman, you can't right. Solid objects? It's really basic physics. It's time. 1,000 dead bats of pressure. Oh, you incompetent boy racer. That's several tons of metal slamming down upon you, Dark Knight. You may wish to avoid it. You know, it takes a very special ant to crush itself underfoot. Not good enough. Too slow, Detective. Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury. Aren't things clearer now that that insane clown has been disposed of? Now you know who your real nemesis is. If you can't understand the intellectual virtues of completing this trial, Batman, I'm not going to explain them to you. Your vehicle cannot withstand such pressure, Detective. Trust me on this. I ran the calculations. Another lap would be the end of you, Dark Knight, and I can't quite bring myself to stop the fun so soon. Your next key awaits.
Oh, good. The fun part.
Ready to die, my dear?
And here we go.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You proved yourself able to follow simple directions. I must say, Dark Knight, that your desperate fumblings have exceeded my admittedly rather meager expectations. I am impressed. This must be how naturalists felt upon observing chimpanzees using tools for the first time. Did you know, Detective, that the cleverest chimps can even obey simple instructions? It's true. Let's try it, shall we? Go to Gotham Casino for your next test, and I'll give you a banana.
Got our orders. Leave the riddle guy alone. But he's got robots, man. Actual freaking robots. And
can't tell you how pleased I am that you're playing along with my little game. You literally cannot imagine what it's like to be so intellectually removed from the rest of the human race. I couldn't honestly say you offer me a battle of wits, Dark Knight, but your feeble resistance makes a pleasant change from the instant capitulation of everyone else. Oh dear, Dark Knight. What a pity you couldn't bring the Batwing to this one. Hurry along, Dark. This isn't rocket science. Stumped, Dark Knight? I can see your brain flying through the possibilities. Come now, Dark Knight. Don't force me to eject you from the chamber.
Eject you from the chamber.
insist on dressing like a flying rat, I thought I'd put those abilities to the test. Capable of flight. Since all you do is glide, you're actually a variety of squirrels. Contrary to popular belief, very few bats survive on blood. Most species subsist on insects, whereas you prefer to live off undeserved praise. Creatures known to prey on bats include hawks, owls, some spiders, falcons, and, oh yes, of course, me. It must feel wonderful, Detective, floating majestically over a city filled with your minute inferiors. Much like being me. How does that cape work? Shape memory fibers? Some sort of collapsible harness? An arrogant insistence that the laws of gravity do not apply to you? You remind me of another plucky young man who likes strapping on a pair of makeshift wings. What was his name? Oh yes, that's right. Icarus. It's a classical reference, you uncultured brute. Now, there's no shame in being stuck. The shame lies in thinking you could beat me in the first place. admit it, Batman. I am unbeatable. Don't give up, not yet. It's far too much fun watching you try. Don't give up, not yet. It's far too much fun watching you try. Poor Batman. Listen, when I'm stuck on a puzzle, I find it helps to... You know, it's never come up.
Never come up.
Now, there's no shame in being stuck. The shame lies in thinking you could beat me in the first place. Now, there's no shame in being stuck. The shame lies in thinking you could beat me in the first place. Don't give up, not yet. It's far too much fun watching you try. That's it, Batman. Keep rubbing those two brain cells together and you just might produce a spark. What's it like to be unable to figure out an intellectual challenge, Batman? Truly, I'd like to know. produce a spark. Poor Batman. Listen, when I'm stuck on a puzzle, I find it helps to... You know, it's never come up.
Never come up.
You got there eventually, Detective, making you literally as capable as the digit-flapping mammal you pointlessly pretend to be. Your next key awaits you. Key.
More cabinets. Great. I love this part.
Riddle me this. What?
Okay. Time to possibly maybe die. Well, this is not how I wanted to spend my night.
Another key collected. I trust you're not giving her false hope, Detective.
Oh, good. More fun.
Well, Dark Knight Detective, you have passed another test. I cannot help but admire the spirit with which you have thrown yourself into a task for which you are woefully under-equipped. I almost feel guilty when I contemplate what's coming, but not so guilty that I'm going to call it off. Head back to the orphanage, Detective. Another of my riddle rooms is waiting.
Nice driving, idiot. He's right there. Just go. You want to take the wheel? Get out of here. Which Riddler want?
It doesn't take much to tame a cat.
How are you doing?
Can't fault the entertainment. Eddie just lectured me on the 13 innovations that let him pack this collar with his custom-designed plastic explosive.
You must be honored.
At being what? Your motivation? Come on, the next puzzle room's waiting.
To its destination. I hope the varying amounts of pressure don't get to you. Get to you.
Another one? What's Eddie's problem?
Fanatic narcissism, egocentrism, and megalomania, crossed with severe obsessive compulsion.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. move further when I step on the pad.
You are getting older. Maybe it's time to add a few extra notches to the utility belt. Hey, don't shove. Move over, would you?
Congratulations to the dementedly dressed duo. Your key awaits. Oh, but what's this? An electrified floor?
Electrified floor?
You do it. You still owe me for Arkham City.
Goodness, you figured it out already. Well, you better grab that key and be on your way. Meet the second generation of my android allies. I've built a variant specifically tailored to each of your dubious abilities.
Leave the blue ones to me.
sure where that came from, Batman. I built a highly efficient production line. You know what, Detective? I'm glad you solved this riddle. Because it takes you one step closer to the riddle that kills you.
Riddle that kills you.
Eddie really hates you, doesn't he?
He's an ego-driven narcissist who can't let anyone else win.
Gee, if only you'd met under different circumstances.
His obsession's getting worse. He's going after my allies.
Ally. After this, I think we should dial it back to known associate for a while.
This was nothing, Dark Knight, nothing. A new trial awaits you, Detective, by Divinity Church, and I'm waiting too.
Great news, Bats. I was just hanging out in hell, you know, 'cause you killed me and sent me there, and you'll never guess who I saw. That's right, your dead girlfriend, Talia al Ghul. Don't worry, I asked, and she's totally cool with Cat Lady having a go on the old screen. Matching post. She also says, ow, ow. Oh, is this the bullet in my sternum or a broken heart?
Back up! He's gonna get us! No chance! Damn it! Get out! Go! You hear? Recon team stumbled on one of the Riddle guys' hideouts. He sounds crazy.
The Batmobile can't auto-navigate to this area.
Batman! It's Batman! Cover me! I'm moving in! The hardest thing is when you go back. Everyone expects you to switch off. Get him! Take your best shot! Take that! You can't hurt me! Sorry! Get back in the fight! Shut it down!
What's Scarecrow up to? Just kill the bat! All these schemes make my head hurt.
These guys ain't outrunning Batman!
Is that what I think it is? It's Batman! Step on him! Get away from me! Bail out! Go! Go! Sure, it's Firefly. What's more, Gotham's supposed to have a firebug, too. You seen Scarecrow's... Fire! Get out of here! You know, if you want to...
Lucius, open the parking lot entrance.
I thought you were here already, Mr. Wayne. Must be a glitch in the system. I'll get that checked immediately. Mr. Wayne, the perimeter's been breached. We have some uninvited guests.
Not for long.
Tower! I got him! Batman just took out a Diamondback.
I don't think you'll be solving this one.
Mr. Wayne, the perimeter's been breached. We have some uninvited guests.
Not for long.
Rattler's been hit. Mama down. Alpha target just to the Diamondback. Armor breached. Diamondback offline. Confirmed strike on target. Batman's taking out a drone. Drone flank initiated. Direct hit on a Rattler. Drone's been hit. It's still in the fight. Lost the Mama drone. Taking fire. Enemy down.
You're old, you're predictable, and you never stood a chance.
Mr. Wayne, the perimeter's been breached. We have some uninvited guests.
Not for long.
Target hit a drone. Armor still intact. I've lost the drone. Diamondback's hit. It won't take another strike. Rattler down. Mama's been hit. Alpha target just to the Diamondback. Armor breached. Lost the Diamond. Target strike. Drone offline. Alpha target flanked. Lost the Mama drone. Target destroyed.
You're old, you're predictable, and you never stood a chance.
Mr. Wayne, the perimeter's been breached. We have some uninvited guests.
Not for long.
That's a hit. Target hit. Drone's been hit. Diamondback's hit. It won't take another strike. Drone down. Confirmed hit. Drone holding position. Under fire. Batman's taking out a Rattler. Enemy flank. Target hit. We lost one, sir. He's making you look like a fool. Lost the Rattler. I'm flanking him. Batman took out a drone. Make him pay. He just took out the drone unit at Wayne Tower.
That appears to be the last of them, Mr. Wayne. Your upgrade's ready for collection. I'm outfitting the Batmobile with the latest in ground-penetrating sonar, Mr. Wayne. Just fire out a pulse, and the onboard computer can generate an image of what you scan below. And yes, it's sensitive enough to detect long-dead plant roots, assuming they're there to be found.
Lucius, we can't risk another incursion. Lock the building down and transfer remote production to Alfred.
Consider it done, Mr. Wayne. Good luck with the, gardening.
Master Bruce, I'm afraid those drones were just the beginning. I've detected a significant redeployment of vehicles from Founders Island into the north and south of the city. It seems the Arkham Knight is tightening his grip.
I'm ready for them, Alfred.
Very good, sir.
Ivy, I've found a way to track the root systems beneath Gotham.
Follow the roots. They'll take you where you need to go. I can feel her, Batman. Get closer.
I'm taking you down. He just wasted a
Keep searching. She's waking from a long sleep. She's not dead, just forgotten. I can bring her back. I hear her, crying, trapped. Yes, she's calling louder. Break her free, Batman.
Batman's here. Engage multiple units. Crush him.
scan deeper.
Ivy!
They're attacking my plant! Protect her!
Keep firing! Bring it down!
Yes, sir. Establish a perimeter. No one gets on this roof.
I can make her bark harder than steel, but I need time!
I'll protect it.
Hold them off! Keep them away. I need more time. Keep fighting, Batman. Protect her, Batman. Just a little longer.
Make yourself useful! Try harder, Battle Freak!
Not long now. It's done. She's fully mature. She should be strong enough to neutralize Scarecrow's toxin.
Let's hope we don't need to find out. Stay in the gardens, Ivy. I'll let you know if the situation changes. Alfred, tell me you've found the cloudburst.
I wish I could, sir, but I'm encountering rather a lot of interference. No doubt a deliberate attempt to disguise their movements.
Run a full analysis of the Arkham Knight's forces.
Of course, sir, but I'll need some time.
Upload the data to the Bat computer in the movie studios when you're ready.
Yes, sir. In the meantime, there are numerous open cases yet to be investigated.
Look, the Arkham Knight's just some tough guy with a bunch of soldiers for hire at his back. Two-Face, Riddler, hell, even Penguin. They own this town. They always will.
Wanna fight? Target disappeared. He's there. Find him.
Just
Open.
Robin's down there right now, planning his life with Barbara. Probably thinking of names for all the little rug bats they'll have. What a lucky boy. She is so lovely. Although just a teeny tiny bit on the dead side.
Sir, how are you going to tell Master Drake about Barbara? He'll be devastated. He could do something dangerous.
I'm not. Not yet. I need him focused on the cure.
Sir, it was bad enough keeping Miss Gordon's abduction a secret. But this? It's wrong.
We have to make sacrifices, Alfred.
Consider those sacrifices wisely, sir. If he finds out she's gone and you didn't tell him, you will lose him forever.
Good to see you, Batman. I'm guessing this isn't a social call. Is it as bad as it sounds out there?
Worse.
But nothing you can't handle, right?
Sir, the long-range scanners have not been able to locate the cloudburst.
Deploy the Batwing and run a low-level thermal scan.
We can't, sir. Founders Island is protected by 2 radar towers connected to a long-range missile launcher. You won't be able to get the Batwing, or indeed the Batmobile, anywhere near there.
I can destroy the radar towers on foot, if we can just find a way to disable the drones protecting them.
Well, there is one possibility. I've identified a special drone that appears to be acting as a relay hub, managing all communications.
If I can get my hands on that drone, there's a chance we can reverse engineer the security protocols and give me a window to take out those radar towers.
A chance, perhaps, sir. But it sounds dangerous. Too dangerous.
It's the only way. I'll keep you updated.
I still haven't heard from Barbara.
Trust me, Robin. She's fine. I need you to focus on the cure.
You don't have to do this on your own, Bruce. I can help you.
It's under control. We need that antidote.
We're getting there. It won't be long now. Look, if you need help, you know where to find me.
No, 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 this will not do. There's no way you're sticking us in here, Brucey. It'll be like some awful sitcom. 2 wacky roommates, 1 quarantine cell. I know comedy, Bruce. This'll get old fast.
It's good to see you back. Did you miss me? I know you did. Is it my turn to experiment on Robin yet? I'll show the boy how to draw blood.
You got lucky, Bat Freak. This time, the Goliath is ready.
Coach you bats. Look at me. The king has never looked so good. I've been playing around with a little ditty just for you, Batman. I think you're gonna like it.
I thought for sure you were going to tell him. Come clean like you did with Gordon. Ah, but you realized. Why break him now when we can crush him later? It's classic Joker. Something truly beautiful is happening, Bats. So, I've been rooting around in this bat-infested cave of a mind, and it seems like you actually believe this cure nonsense. Huh? Oh, Bruce, forget about the cure. You just concentrate on taking out the Arkham Knight. It'll be your swan song. The last good thing you'll ever do.
Like Scarecrow's got enough gas to hit the entire city.
But Penguin hates Two-Face, man. He used to round up Harvey's guys and make them play umbrella stand.
What's that?
They had to stand perfectly still, right? With Penguin's umbrella hanging out of their mouth. And if they dropped the umbrella, he'd use it to beat them to death.
Batman, he's here! rat's used to fighting street punks. He's never faced trained soldiers like us before.
I told the ARKHAM Knight that you are his to dispose of after tonight. Though I warned him that what's left won't be the Batman anymore.
Poison Ivy, Knight's orders. No one told me we'd be going up against metahumans. Don't do that and make it sound normal. She's just a freak.
If I can get hold of the communications chip inside that relay drone, I may be able to find a way to deactivate them.
Robin anyway. I'm supposed to keep watch for that kid. So that's Wayne Tower? No, I don't think so. It's Wayne International Plaza. So what's the difference? I don't know, it's like bigger, isn't it? That's it. You know, if I was a billionaire, I'd build a tower or a plaza. And I think I'd be happy. Why's he gotta have both? Beats me. Still, I bet there's all kinds of cool toys in there. Don't even think about it. Wayne buildings are impregnable. Guy's a security nut. Everyone I know who's ever taken on a contract to hit Wayne property ends up in some booby trap. What's he hiding? Who knows? He's a billionaire. They're all nuts. He's probably up there right now showing his bottled piss collection.
The relay chip will allow me to temporarily blind the drones. That should give me enough time to take out the 2 radar towers. I need to destroy the radar before the drone comes back online.
The looters are making a killing. Maybe we forget the op. Grab some stuff and get clear. Are you kidding? Scarecrow's got the cloudburst. We go AWOL and we don't get warned when that thing goes off.
That's the first radar tower dealt with.
All units, we've lost radar coverage in Sector 1. Probable malfunction. I'm assigning tech now. Relay that order. It was Batman. Radar Tower B, prepare yourselves. Alpha target incoming.
Online? Permanent. Can't lose this radar. It's the only thing stopping him from bringing that tank of his onto this island. We do this right, we're in good with the night.
scalp this son of a bitch.
Oh, Bruce. I know how you feel about this Arkham Wannabat. The same way I feel about those cheap Joker knockoffs you've got at the movie studios. There can only be one Joker, Bats, and it's me. I mean, you. Okay, us. Time we did the right thing.
I can use the remote hacking device to temporarily blind the sentry gun.
What do you think the world sees when they look upon you, Batman? A hero. A savior. Or the architect of Gotham's demise?
I can use the remote hacking device to temporarily blind the sentry gun. I can use the remote hacking device to temporarily blind the sentry gun.
They just don't get it, do they? The mercenary life. Exactly. I put food on the table, blood diamonds in her jewelry box. I laundered all my money through her company. She didn't even have to ask, and she dumps me. I hear you. My other half's a human rights lawyer. He thinks I'm on a business trip.
Alfred, I've dealt with the radar.
Now there's just the trivial matter of the long-range missile launcher. Once it's been taken care of, I can deploy the Batwing to scan for the cloudburst.
I'm heading there now.
We've lost the second radar. He bypassed the sentry guns. How is that possible? Just keep the missile launcher in play. I control these skies.
Well, you had enough yet? Both radars are down. He's coming for us. Let him. He's used to fighting street punks. They're scared. I'm not. Don't underestimate him. Zonai keeps telling us, you're all giving the Bat too much respect.
Oh, Bats, you big kidder. You don't fool me. Bats? Bats!
Both radars are down. He's coming for us. Let him. He's used to fighting street punks. They're scared. I'm not. Don't underestimate him. So the Knight keeps telling us. You're all giving the bat too much respect. You think he lasted this long on luck? Yeah, and it's about to run out. I know where you are, Bat! Now I just need to find a way to get to you. Signal's gone! Damn it! Give me a status report, guys. Clear over here! I'm picking up the signal again. I know where you are, Batman! I know where you are, Bat! Now I just need to find a way to get to you. I know where you are, Batman! He's above us!
You've wandered too far off home soil, Batman. Leave, or you die.
You think he's gone?
No, he's just biding his time. Keep your eyes open.
Batman, my location! He's in the floor! Eyes down!
Charge! Picking up a signal here. Got noise everywhere. I'm searching for a lock-on.
This doesn't make any sense! He's right under us!
Deploying thermobaric charge.
Got him! Got him! He's actually dead!
Come on, Bruce. You can't die. I didn't kill you.
I saw him. Call it in. Batman doesn't actually have wings, you freaking idiot. And he doesn't... What'd you say? Both radars are down. He's coming for us. Let him. He's used to fighting street punks. They're scared. I'm not. Don't underestimate him. So the Knight keeps telling us. You're all giving the Bat too much respect. You think he lasted this long on luck? Yeah, and it's about to run out.
Didn't you know, Dark Knight? You can't fight fear.
I saw it with my own eyes. fragging. You sure it wasn't Batman? Both radars are down. He's coming for us. Let him. He's used to fighting street punks. They're scared. I'm not. Don't underestimate him. So the Knight keeps telling us. You're all giving the Bat too much respect. You think he lasted this long on luck? Yeah, and it's about to run out.
Got him! Batman! My location! Check on this guy.
Poor guy.
I've got a signal! Surveillance traces everywhere!
Try to locate origin.
Guy's out cold. That hits hard. Bullets hit harder. Bring him on. Nothing we can do for him.
Got him! He's below us!
Lost sight of target. Search the area.
I got him! On the vantage point!
Target lost. Spread out and search. Could have been a rat or something. Signal's back.
I don't understand! Oh crap, he's underneath us!
Get ready to burn, Batman. Deploying charge.
I'm picking up the signal again!
3, 2, 1. Burn, Batman. He's above us. He's over there.
We actually killed him!
This is the end, Dark Knight. You have nothing to be afraid of anymore.
Both radars are down. He's coming for us. Let him. He's used to fighting street punks. They're scared. I'm not. Don't underestimate him. So the Knight keeps telling us. You're all giving the Bat too much respect. You think he lasted this long on luck? Yeah, and it's about to run out.
This is better than my last posting.
Think the Bat will try something?
Target's on the move! Move on my location!
He's heading up! Track him! He's going up there! Watch out! Remember, all of you, he's just as dangerous in the open. Maybe worse. Yeah? So am I. You better be.
He's picking up a signal here. Got noise everywhere. I'm searching for a lock-on. He's above us.
to see Mom and Pop at that big country club in the sky.
Both radars are down. He's coming for us. Let him. He's used to fighting street punks. They're scared. I'm not. Don't underestimate him. So that I keeps towing.
What? This way! Over here! He went this way! Underneath us! In the floor!
Target's moving! I need help here! Deploying charge!
The Batmobile can't auto-navigate to this area.
2, 1, burn, Batman! Hey, Batman! We're not afraid of you. The Arkham Knight got a signal. Surveillance traces everywhere. Trying to locate Origin.
This doesn't make any sense. He's right under us. Get ready to burn, Batman! Deploy charge!
3, 2, 1. Burn, Batman!
Bring the Batwing into my airspace. You'll watch it fall from the sky in flames.
Report in! Where are you?
Nothing over here!
Okay, keep it together. Don't... You get us! Picking up a signal here. Got noise everywhere. Searching for a lock-on. Lost the signal. If he comes back, you gotta be ready.
I'm ready. Gonna fill that freak with lead.
Picking up the signal again. Stop above, on a vantage point. Target gone. No excuses. We find him.
Signal's back! I got him! Batman! He went this way! Oh God, no! Get over here! I found someone! He's injured! What's your... We lost him! Start checking for men down! Started. He's picking us up. We knew he was here. How'd this happen? This guy got sloppy. Don't do the same. Got him! He's actually dead!
What the... Why's everything gone dark? Are we dying? We better not be dying, Bruce.